All right, Shalom Akim. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. That belongs to the elders and apostles, a great millstone to rule well, and much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth in sincerity and diligence. All right, it's Brother Loyal coming back again from Great Millstone, Lake Charles, Louisiana camp with another lesson. And as always, Lord will be edifying to the elect. All right, so I basically want to go into, as you can see, I entitled this one, raised from the dead. All right, because what Yahweh Shem Shai has called men to come amongst the sanctuary and what, man, be quickening according to the spirit. All right, which is what, to be made alive. All right, everyone that's not actually awake to what's going on, and it's truth, are dead. All right, if you're not actually doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, you're just a lost vessel. Okay, so, man, without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into it. This is Galatians chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, Paul, an apostle, not of men, neither by man, but by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and the Most High, the Father, all right, who raised him from the dead, and all the brethren which are with me, unto the churches of Galatia. All right, so what? They have been raised from the dead. Okay, Paul, because what? It was once a time where Paul wasn't awake to what was going on. He actually was on the other side, coming up against the truth. But what, in due time, it was Yahweh Shem Yahshua that gave that increase. It basically lightened his eyes. Okay, but it says what? The Most High had raised him up from the dead, and all the brethren which was with and amongst him. So this is the definition in a blue letter for raise. It says to arouse from sleep to awake. And that's why we go to Sirach. The first chapter tells you that the meanings of in his natural tongue, all right, which would be the Hebrew, all right, the Greek, mainly the Hebrew, it has more power to it. Okay, it says to arouse from the sleep of death. All right, and we have been risen from the sleep of death. Even referring back to King David. King David asked the Most High to lighten his eyes, lest he sleep the sleep of death. It says to recall the dead to life. Call once again. To what? Call him and to come into this truth. To walk after the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, and what is going to be made manifest through our everyday actions, okay, in everyday life. It says to recall the dead to life, all right, because what? It tells you in the scriptures that the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, okay? So when you be recalled back to life, you're going to come right back in your same light as before, all right? It says to cause to rise from a seat or bed. And upon a bed, what do? You sleep. You sleep upon a bed. So what? Yahweh Shem Shai basically had different clocks, so to say. Times on the clocks that he woke up every individual brother up, okay, according to his will. It says to raise up, to produce, to cause to appear. All right, to cause to appear, bring before the public, okay. And if you look at all throughout the scriptures in the New Testament, even before what Jake always would require the sign. All right, but what? Only the men of the Lord are gonna know that we are the sign. Because what? It's gonna be a lot of unbelievers from the ones that's still dead. That's why you have scriptures like Romans 3 and 3. What if some have not believe? Would that make the will of the Most High not effect? No. The Most High forbid. Okay? It says to raise up, to stir up. And what's being stirred up? The spirits of old. Okay? Those same prophets that was here in the ancient times, they have been risen up today. Okay? In this present time. It says to raise up, to cause to be born. All right? And in the book of Romans, it tell you what Yahushua was the first among many brethren to wake up, to be born. Okay? But what? We have been causing to be born again. What? Going to the word recall, or no, call once again. It says of buildings to raise up, to construct or erect. Okay, and what the house of David is being constructed. Okay, it says to raise again. All right, to waken, and I have all these underlined, just to get straight to the point. It says to rouse from sleep, from sitting or lying, from disease. Because what, man, hey, it was full of schism. All right, it speaks about that in the Isaiah the first chapter. You know, why should you be stricken anymore? You're gonna revolt more and more. Yahweh Shema Shai has called us from those ways. Okay, it says from death. We know what the wages of sin was, death. We was bound to what? Transgression. Okay, and now what? We've been free from that. Okay, meaning we're not gonna willfully go off and do these things. All right. It says from obscurity and inactivity or ruins, non-existence, to awake, to lift, to raise again up. All right. So what, man? We have been risen up from all the abominations that we have been done. All right. And what it started with Yahweh Shema Shai waking us up by us hearing his word. All right. And what being built up in the faith and repenting. Okay. And turning from all those wicked deeds. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. It says, the Most High Yahweh kill it and make it alive. He kill it and he make it alive. All these doings are of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. It says he bring it down to the grave and bring it up. You see? And Sirach the second chapter says, well, be patient with thou brought down to a lower state. And what we have cleaved unto Yahweh Shema Shai, and he brought us up, because we was down in what that lower state, being dead, followers of the world, partakers of the world. All right, but what? Once Yahweh Shema Shai, had basically revealed this word unto us, what? That was us going through the process of waking up. Okay, it says the Lord make it poor and make it rich. Okay, and we're actually now in a state of being rich now because what we have regained, been recalled back to what wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, it says he bring it low and lift it up. He raised the poor out of the dust, and that's one of the main things I really want to get into was what the poor out of the dust. All right, because man, these parables, it speaks of being dead or being in a grave. And really that's a lower state, out of the dust. Okay, it says, and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. All right, so by us being waking back up to our true heritage, our customs, law, statutes, and commandments, knowing the true names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right, what, man? We're being built up to be kings once again, It says to inherit the throne of glory. Just like Yahweh Shai when he was risen up, okay, and what he sat on the right hand side of the Most High. Okay. It says, for the pillars of the earth are Yahweh Shema Shai, and he has set the world upon them. He will keep the feet of his saints, and we know that the saints consist of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives. All right, the true Israelites. It says, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. For by strength shall no man prevail. Because what, man? Who's able to go up against Yahweh Shema Shai? Who's able to stop what the Lord has in store? No one at all. All right. This is Ezekiel 37. They just like Esau tried to withhold his truth. And that goes to show where you can't stop what the Lord has in store. Because man, the Lord put the spirit on Esau to come up and basically form the unicorn, which would be the internet. All right, and what now we have numerous amount of videos going up daily. All right, and what the elect is being edified. Okay, it says Ezekiel 37:3, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, power thou knowest. All right. Again, he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Most High. Who was he speaking to? He was speaking of the elect. Okay. It says, thus said the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shai unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. All right. He will cause what? Breath the breath of life. All right. We're gonna get into exactly what the breath of life is. All right. Which we know is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, of the scriptures. It says, "And ye shall live, and I will lay sinews upon you, and bring upon flesh upon you." Okay, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live. All right, put skin because what we was just dry bones. Okay, our strength and our skin is basically what all our heritage have been taken off of us. Okay, going into Jeremiah 17:4. All right, when we was discontinued from our heritage. All right, we all those things have been basically stripped from us. Okay, but what now you have the elect being in the stage of what putting all those things back upon, and actually living, not being dry bones running throughout the midst of the earth. Okay, and actually having the concept of thinking that they have free will. All right. It says, "And ye shall know that I am the Most High." All right, and what this is being made manifest even today. This is being made manifest today because you see the process of this happening. All right, when we out on the highways and we're speaking to Jake, no matter what brother it is, we've all went through this process. Okay. It says, "So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking from the bones came together, bone to his bone." So what? It was a loud noise, okay? And behold, shaking, and the bones came together. All right, meaning what? They was made alive. All right. This is Isaiah 52:1. It says, "Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments." All right, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no man come into thee, the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake off from the dust. Okay, because what? You're gonna be coming out of a dead state. That grave. All right. It says, shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Because what man, the state that our people are in, that's why a lot of people wasn't really set up to be woken up. They're still in a captive state. They don't want to put their strength on. They want to be basically consumed in the weak nature. They don't want to walk after the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. They don't want to keep the laws to the best of their ability. They can't stop committing adultery. They can't stop smoking weed. They can't stop selling drugs. That's why the scripture says, "Awake." Awake from that sleep, that deep slumber. This is Matthew chapter 27 and verse 50, going into what? Verse 7 in Ezekiel in the 37th chapter, when it says what? They're shaking. There was a loud noise. All right, and that happened once Yahushua was on the scene. Okay. This is Matthew 27:50 says, Yahushua, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. All right. At that last cry that Yahushua basically gave out, it says, "And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent, and the graves were open." What graves it was speaking of? It was speaking of what? Yahushua's spirit being placed upon the elect. Okay. That spirit that was put on the elect, and then what to open their graves, because that couldn't happen unless, Salaki, that couldn't happen until Yahushua was crucified for us. It says, "And the graves were open." Right after what? Yahushua yielded up the ghost. And he was what set on the right hand side. It says, "And the graves were open, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose." Only the saints. Many bodies of the saints which slept arose. All right? Meaning what? They was raised, okay? To recall the dead to life, to what? Cause to rise from seat or bed. To cause to be born. So what? They were born. They were reborn, okay? This is John 6:63. It says, "It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. And this is what? The breath of life. All right. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that have been given unto the elect in order for them to wake up. All right. Because what? They're going to be the only ones to receive it. It says, but there are some of you that believe not. For Yahushua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not and who should betray him. And he said, therefore said I unto you, that no man can come unto me except it were given unto him of my Father. You know, that's why it says only many of the saints which slept arose. You know, only the saints. It's on what? 144,000 saints. Okay, those chosen men of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, only their graves are going to be open. And of course, yes, you're going to have, you know, the 1/3, you know, women and children that's going to take heed also, you know. For the most part, it says what? The saints, okay, or the elect. This is Ezekiel 37 in verse 12. It says, therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, O my people, which are who? Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and natives, I will open your graves, okay, and cause you to come out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves. You see? Because what? Now you're going to have that understanding that what? These doings are of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Okay? Our graves have now been opened. We have been risen up already. All right? Through the Spirit says, O my people, and brought you out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you. Okay? Now, if the Lord's Spirit is in us, that means what? We're going to walk the same way he did. You know? It says, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, have spoken it and performed it, said the Lord. Okay? And what? We can give a testimony that what? This is already been made manifest. All right? We're just going through the continuation of this movie, okay? Because we still have what? Prophecy that has to be fulfilled, you know, before we get into our land. All right? But what? This prophecy, as far as our graves have been opening, it has been performed, you know? And that's how we're able to give Yahweh Shem Yahshua the glory of us waking up, all right, out of that deep sleep. So with that, man, Lord willing, this quick lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakodash, that belongs to the elders and apostles, great millstone and Ruel, and much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopefully elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth in sincerity and diligence. Shalom.